in today with another reaction to Medalist, this time with episode 6 of season 2, I think. I think it's episode 6, might be episode 7. Good episode last week, a lot of Sukasa. Oh, looks like we've got the same issues with the subtitles. But yeah, Sukasa kind of going head to head with Hikaru's coach, which was interesting. Pulled off some really nice moves. Like kids. What you don't understand is these people are kids. Oh, it's a woman, man. Is she cool? Impressive. I feel like this woman is quite uncool, actually. But yeah, not far away from her. Seems crazy, considering their builds. But kids grow up quickly, don't they? But as I said, I think this woman is distinctly uncool, in my opinion. I think it's very uncool to be this way towards promising children that look up to you. I mean, it's all well and good being that way, but these are kids. Change it up, for God's sake. These are kids. Pay this way to the adults, whatever. Intensive training. So, what does that say about the dub? That the voices are that indistinct. They've actually got to name what character's talking. It's one of the issues I have with dubs. There seems to be a very, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of, in Japanese anime, there's a lot of the same voice actors voicing different roles, but it seems very incestuous with American voice acting. It's not the case that maybe people are playing the same roles, but they all sound, there's a lot of very similar sounds, I guess. Much more distinctness in Japanese. I want to see more of her, man. Doubles A. So sometimes it's not worth practicing over and over again, like this. I mean, in this case, I think it probably will be. But sometimes with things like this, it's not worth like keep going over and over and over again, because you just end up practicing the wrong technique. and you just end up practicing the wrong way to do it and the way to land, as we keep seeing Ori doing here. It might be worth holding off on this and working on something else. True. And that's why it's also better maybe starting out later in some things, so that you can get like the right technique. Hey, not gonna help her up. That's that competitive side, I guess. That sucks though. That sucks to see. That's poor sports kidship. That really is. But I guess that does send a message out there, doesn't it? Maybe that's what she was looking to do here, Karu. I forget my train of thought now. But yeah, starting out later, you don't have any techniques kind of set out. Probably harder to build because you're a bit older. It's hard to kind of build those muscle memories and stuff. But it's better because you don't have the kind of wrong techniques you learn at a younger age, maybe. Big fan, huh? Ah. How so? I mean, yeah, we were competing then. Difference is, in Ori knows when to turn it on and off, I guess. And she's still a lovely person, even with the kind of competitive nature on. It's in the genes. The music's turned sinister. What's wrong with this bitch? Smoke her ass, Adora. Time to throw some hands. Keep going at this rate, woman, and I'm gonna have to find seeing you fail good. I'll have to look forward to seeing you fail. I don't want to do that. You're beefing children, lady. What's wrong with you? So that she's got some pretty good abs. Better abs than me for sure. Yeah, and Rio. And Rio by the looks of it. I do not like you. I don't know. It's really like, this woman is not in my nature whatsoever. And maybe that's a bad thing in some cases. Like, if I was to compete against kids, I would definitely take it easy on them. Whereas you maybe should go like full force and full competitiveness just so you don't like sandbag them. And I feel like that lady absolutely would go full force, whereas I would absolutely not. But I don't know. There's something about that girl that I just oppose a lot. I don't like her one bit. I don't think many people will. She doesn't come off very nicely, does she? It's a shame because there is actually so many people like her. As you do get into more, like as you get better in like certain sports, you do encounter more people like her, unfortunately. I saw this crazy backflip the other day from one of the Olympic ice skaters. Apparently, it has no effect on your score. I thought it was crazy. Just pulling out moves like that you could potentially harm your score for no benefit. Crazy, crazy showed off. Really impressive though. Like, I'm not sure how you guys think of this. Again, I'm no expert, especially with like the scoring of like these events and such, but I do think it kind of sucks a little bit. It is so structured in regards to the jumps. I mean, there's probably only so much you can do, but it seems like there's not too much kind of room for creativity in the scoring. As I just said there with the backflip, apparently that backflip that I saw, I read a conversation about it. Apparently it was worth 0 points. Like, it wasn't worth anything to the judges. Yeah, just kind of doesn't leave too much room for creativity in that regard. It's like you've got to do these structured jumps that are specified, and that's how you're getting points and how well you do those. That's fine, but like, where's the innovation with that? If that makes sense, like surely, those same jumps that you have to do now perhaps didn't exist maybe during the early years, and they got innovated into the judging and such. So maybe in like 50 years there'll be another jump added, like the scoring or something. But it seems quite rigid in that regard, doesn't it? It feels like there maybe should be a bit more creativity with like the scoring system and such. But then again, saying that, it would probably be incredibly more difficult to score if you leave it much more open to like the interpretation of the judges. So it's a tough one, actually. It's a tough topic. Psycho Sapoto. Courage. I mean, she showed that earlier, standing up to that horrible woman. She got the fire in her belly, absolutely. You stick up for your family, Inori. Horrible bitch. See, that would motivate me. I've said this before. A couple of weeks ago, I was playing football, and I was like, I wasn't having a great game, to be honest. And then because I'm always at the side of the pitch, one half at the side, and there's like no one there. The other half I'm at the side with like my team and their team, In one half is my team, and the other half is their team. And I wasn't having an awfully good game. And then I was like going over, and I was around their area quite a lot, and I was just getting abused, just talking nonsense about me. Nothing to do with how I was playing, strangely, because I wasn't having a great game. But then yeah, they started like saying stuff and shouting, and I ended up playing really well after that. Probably one of my best games this season. So it's amazing how like that probably would put a lot of people down, and sometimes that has to me. But it's amazing how that affect, maybe the effect that that girl was trying to have on Honori is like it totally has the opposite effect of, you know, I'm actually going to use that as motivation to play better, to do more, to be more aggressive. I think that's exactly what happened. It made me a bit more aggressive in the game, and that was a game that maybe called for a bit more aggression. So yeah, big fail on their part, and they didn't say another word. Like 20 minutes after that, they didn't say a single other word to me. I think they realised they fucked up. That's the thing. I'm not that type of guy. I'm not the type of guy that like is hot-headed or like super aggressive or anything. I like play my own game, play smooth. Yeah, when it gets down to like stuff like that, it's a bit like a Nori, getting a bit fired up. Defend my name. They won't say anything too bad or anything, but it's just like, yeah. I was just thinking in my head, I didn't say this. I kind of wanted to say this. Like, it's kind of sad that you guys are out here at 8 a.m., 9 a.m. in the morning shouting at me on your Sunday morning. Surely you got better things to do. And, yeah, that thought was just going over my head the whole time. These guys spending their Sunday mornings, not in bed, not like chilling or anything, just out here shouting at us playing football. Kind of sad, actually. Like, use that energy to support your team. It was a little bit. It looked a bit tired. You're just secretly super happy. You might stop. Don't want to show. Don't want to lay all the cards out just yet. Oh yeah, 100%. Coach Sukas is so handsome. I bet plenty of women just end up bumping onto him on purpose on the ice, don't they? Oh, I'm sorry. Who are we talking about? Yeah, who is this we're waiting on? Someone from that meet we had after the competition. Pretty shady little meeting spot they got here. It's like a drug deal. Ah, I kind of half recognize this guy. I think maybe not. I know he's got a big one. No, I don't think we do. I don't recognise that voice actually. Maybe we might caught like a glimpse of this guy. Maybe he's in the opening or something. I don't know. Cool. The monster of the lake right there. Wow, that's a big one. Just gotta put it back. No photos. Nothing. But they haven't met. But I kind of half recognise this guy. Why is that? I don't recognise his voice, but oh, he's got that thing we see in the opening. You should be with us. Oh god, wow. What was that? Rio's dad, yeah. Good to, yeah. They look about 50 years apart. I think that says more about Rio's dad, unfortunately. Especially for a Japanese man. Or I assume Japanese man. I saw this video of the Nintendo Pokemon Direct. I think it was yesterday. And the guy at the end, he looked like 18, 19. He had an incredibly young face. But then when he bowed down, the top of his head said he was like 70. He had like grey hair, balding. And if you look just at like his forehead upwards, you think, yeah, that guy's 70. But you look down and he looks like an 18-year-old. It's crazy. So I guess this guy practices. Does this guy do this to help his fishing, or does he do this his fishing to help him do this? Do you reckon? I'm flying. But yeah, he's definitely strong, isn't he? As you got to be to catch those monsters. Nice landing. So I don't want to toot my own horn a little bit, but I remember as a kid, well, I say a kid, like 15 years old, we used to do some parachute sprinting, and I'd just smoke everybody. So I had to wear 2 parachutes, and my god, it was like running through sludge. Like one wasn't too bad, you could definitely feel it, but having like 2 parachutes on my back trying to sprint was, I don't think I've ever ran so slowly. What I'm saying is it's like it's probably good training, but it's not like game, or in this case like competition accurate. Just for fun. Everything about what you would look like, what you're doing, Sukasa, totally goes against what you're saying, bro. Who are you trying to convince right here? You're trying to convince yourself? I guess it's one of those things, isn't it? If, like, are you really improving and helping Inori if you're not improving and helping yourself? I also feel like, I don't know, it does feel like a bit of a fire has been relit in him since last episode, of course, doesn't it? When he, with the interaction with Hikaru's coach, but yeah, do you reckon he is going to get back into it a bit? Or as I said, do you reckon it's just like one of those things of, well, if I'm not improving myself, how can I help someone else improve? But yeah, we've got the equipment out here. This guy seems really nice, doesn't he? Fisherman. I guess we got a little bit more of the eyelashes girl today, which was really cute. Still able to see much more of her because she is absolutely adorable. But yeah, nice episode. Just kind of practicing. And yeah, she was a big fan of Inori's sister. Huh? It's really nice that they can bond over that. Is it Mid-chan? Miko-chan? Distinct lack of her this season, considering she's in the opening, isn't there? The cat girl from last season, who was also really adorable. But yeah, you know it's pretty obvious when Inori's kind of catching on to him, like bulking up and stuff. Like, what are you training for, bro? I've always had the opinion of, I feel like they're going to be like a partnership in the future. I'm not sure if we'll ever see it at the point where she's like an adult, but I feel like surely at some point we're going to see them compete together, or at least like not even compete, but just like have a dance together or something. Like, it just kind of feels natural now. I kind of want to see it with all of them though. I kind of want to see all the girls, like maybe not even grown up, maybe even as they are now, just like a coach student kind of for fun kind of competition or something. I feel that'd be really awesome. I feel like Tsukasa would probably train incredibly hard, even if it was just for fun like that. But yeah, interesting kind of situation we've got going on here with this device. Must feel a little bit like emasculating, getting lifted up like a fish by another man like this. But yeah, should be a lot of fun. Again, I like this guy. We've only seen a little glimpse of him here, but he seems really nice, doesn't he? Bless him. Crazy comparison right here. But yeah, like I said, just quite a bit of setting up going on here, quite a bit of training. Like that again, that's crazy work. That is. I really like his voice actor. And you know what? The subtitles weren't noticeably as bad as last week, to be fair. But still, I do try and pay a little bit more attention to the actual Japanese talking than the subtitles, which is unfortunate. But yeah, one of the biggest standouts today, honestly, was the good side, the great side, seeing Inori kind of get fired up and defend her sister like this, and yeah, having this kind of motivate her a little bit. But horrible work from this woman. Like, how dare you like talk to kids like this? I mean, I say that. I mean, if I was Inori's parent or anything, and I catch them like this woman like talking to my daughter or son like this, I'd be absolutely pissed. I'm nothing to do with them, and I'm pissed. like yeah, even if I was actually anything to do with them, I'd still be like really angry that you're talking to children like this. People that are like yeah, this woman's horrible, honestly. As I said, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing her downfall, especially after what she was saying about Inori's sister. Like, maybe it was less harsh in Japanese. Again, that's one of those things where maybe the subtitles weren't telling the exact truth. I feel like it was pretty accurate though, because the tone of the exchange and like the soundtrack changed instantly as soon as she kind of came here. It was quite a sinister sound and quite a sinister tone, so feels like the subtitles were accurate, but you never know. But yeah, just horrible. Like I said, I'm looking forward to see it. Like, I don't want to see her get injured or like quit or anything. Don't get me wrong, but I want to see this woman get embarrassed by Inori or something. I want to see her get like outperformed or outshined by Inori or one of the kids. I feel like that would be quite the fitting payoff for me, to be honest with you. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comment section. Really good episode, just kind of setting things up today. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like this one, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. And I'll catch you guys next week with episode 7.